Hello, Trevor Ambrose here. Don't get caught off guard using a microphone. I'm going to show you 3 different types of common microphones that you're going to probably need to use when you speak to a larger group of people. You know, I was caught off guard. At the beginning of my speaking career, I used to speak to small groups of people, never used to use the microphone. And then one day I had a lucky break. A company asked me, Trevor, can you speak at our conference? I said, yeah, sure. I didn't practice to use a microphone. When I arrived, they handed me a handheld microphone and it wasn't my best presentation. So let me run you through 3 common microphones I would recommend. The first type of microphone is a lapel microphone. This is very common. It's a clip-on and set and forget. What's really great about this microphone is that you can free up your hands. You can actually move. It gives you a long-range pickup. There are a number of things you need to be wary of when using a lapel microphone. The first thing is it travels with you. So before you start your presentation, the sound guy can actually hear everything you're doing. So if you go to the bathroom, make sure you just switch off the microphone and get it on before you walk up on the stage. This happened to a lot of politicians and TV and radio interviews where they mic people up and they say something off camera and then it's used against them. So be wary that the microphone is sometimes live all the time and we forget about it. The second thing is with lapel microphones, if you cough, that's really loud. So make sure if you're on a stage and you cough, maybe just put your hand underneath it and cough away from the microphone so that it doesn't give you that loud pickup. And then everybody in the auditorium would probably jump from you coughing loudly. Most people want to put the lapel microphone too high. They say, but I want to get a good pickup. It's good quality directional microphones. So my tip is always where this button is, I always put it just above the button so it doesn't slide down, it clips on, it's easy and you can hear clearly. Don't put it too loud. I would say do not try to put it and clip it onto a jacket, especially if you're going to use your hands a lot. It's going to move a lot. A simple, just straight onto a tie or onto a shirt or to the side, perfect. Set it and get going. A couple of other things you need to remember on a lapel microphone, you're going to have a pack that you need to install or clip. So what we need to do is when you do use a microphone lapel, especially if you're a female and you're wearing a beautiful dress and you're going to speak, try to use a belt so you can clip this pack onto it, or if you wear a jacket, you can put it on the inside pocket. Apart from that, once it's on, it's live, forget about it and just speak normally. You do not have to drop your chin to speak into the microphone, which I saw some amateurs doing. Just stand up and speak. Normally, there's a sound guy who's going to adjust the volumes for you. So just be normal. You don't have to speak louder or using any additional things that will be taken care of. The second type of microphone that's very common is the old handheld microphone. This is great microphones, but there's a number of ways that you can use this microphone and there's some good and bad. Now, the reason why you want to use a handheld microphone is especially sometimes in an interview when you ask somebody a question and you hold it out and somebody asks it. My tip for you is never give your microphone away. I call it the magic wand. If you give it away in an auditorium and somebody takes it and they speak, and maybe they answer a question, but they become opinionated and they carry on and on and on. And you're like, all right, it's time. Thank you. Give me the mic. And they go, no, hang on. Wait, I've got a question. Let me tell you about this politician. And let me tell you about the opposition. Now they increase the inflation rate and you're like, okay, hang on. This can go drastically wrong for you. If that is the case that you're going to use a microphone or call somebody up on a stage or somebody else has also have a microphone and you are the key speaker or you need to be in control, maybe talk to the sound guy in advance and say, look, if you do something with your hands like this or you touch your ear, they need to cut the feed to the B microphone, which is called a roaming microphone, so that that person goes, oh, my microphone is off. You say, oh, thank you, sorry. Thank you so much. Give him a hand and then get the person off the platform. Handheld microphones, my tip for you would be is when you use this microphone, try to make a fist, put it underneath your chin and there. That is the right height. Some sound people would disagree with me and they say, no, speak into the microphone. The reason why most of them are saying it's the people on the soundboard is because amateurs speak and they do this with a microphone. It goes louder, softer, louder, softer, louder, softer, louder, softer. And the guy on the soundboard is trying to time when you go louder, softer, louder, softer, louder, softer. So my tip for you, if you use a handheld microphone, drop it next to your side, keep your elbow onto your hip and just bring it up. That would be a key thing. The other mistake people make with handheld microphones is they are moving their head away and then they come back and they sound, and then they come back. Especially if they show a PowerPoint and they look at a PowerPoint and then come back, the volume goes away. So you can't move your head away and back. What you want to do is think about it as a stiff neck, stiff arm. So when you turn with the microphone, look at your PowerPoint, come back, speak. And then if you talk to this side of the auditorium, use your hands and then occasionally swap your hands into this microphone and talk to the other side of the auditorium. Handheld microphones are great because you can use sound effects. If you want to whisper, you can bring it in closer and whisper. Or you can say something loud, or you can interview somebody or ask them to speak as well. Handheld microphones, phenomenal, great microphones. Just make sure as well, they run on a battery, and sometimes these batteries need to be charged quite well if you're going to speak for a long time. If you speak the entire time during the break, change the batteries constantly, have some of them on charge. Handheld microphones are great, just don't play with them. Then the third type of microphone that you will find is a lectern microphone. Lectern microphones, high quality microphones, probably my biggest frustration. I move a lot on a platform. So for me to stand behind a lectern and talk the whole time is really tough for me. Other people love it. Now, if you use a lectern microphone, when you arrive at the lectern, maybe the person who spoke before you is either tall or short, and they bend the microphone down or the microphone is up, and you are the short person. When you arrive, adjust the microphone once. There's sometimes a switch on the lectern. Switch it off, bend it, and then leave it. I would say chest height, as where my lapel microphone is now. Bend it, switch it on, look up, and start. What you don't want to do in a lectern microphone is to step back and forward, back and forward. What's going to happen? It's going to go louder, softer, louder, softer, louder, softer. I would say plant yourself behind a lectern. Place your fingertips on the lectern as if you are playing a piano and just speak normally. Look around as you're use your hand gestures a half a meter away from the lectern. Just stand still and speak. Do not lean on the lectern. Try to speak into the microphone. It's a high quality microphone. There will be somebody on the soundboard adjusting the volume accordingly. All you need to do is stand still and speak at the same distance away from the microphone. Would probably give you the best audio in the room. The only frustration is if you're going to move or demonstrate something, you're probably going to have a break of audio, especially if you talk behind you. There's something on the PowerPoint and come back. So make sure if you are talking, you are looking forward, because you can't move the lectern with you like a handheld microphone. Hey, these are the limitations and also the pros and the cons about microphones. My tip for you would be is don't get caught off guard. I was caught off guard the very first time I walked up onto a platform. Somebody held me a handheld microphone and I was talking like this the whole time, and the audio was terrible. So practice with a handheld microphone can help you tremendously. Even if you say, I don't have a handheld microphone, Trevor, then what you can do is use a hairbrush. You've seen it so many times. Practice as you're going to speak with a hairbrush or a texter or something in your hand, so that you become known or used to where this microphone needs to be in front of your face. My name is Trevor Ambrose. If you ever consider and wondering what type of a lapel microphone I am using, you can go to my website at trevorambrose.com, look under products I would recommend, and you would find this exact high quality microphone I use. I wish you all the best and speak with confidence.